Okay, folks, Kyle here, Dark 30 Outdoors. Hey, my kiddos were sick for about a week, and then for about a week and a half, I've been sick, so haven't been getting out and doing much outdoorsy stuff, but definitely wanted to keep up with the channel here. Um, Today, I'm going to bring you a recap of my 2022 deer hunting season. We'll get right into it. So, I did 18 different sits. So, that could be I just went out for the morning or I just went out for the last few hours of the afternoon. Uh, that's that's not bad. I consider a good year 20 sits. And I didn't make it out for gun season at all this year. If I had, I'd have probably hit the 20 mark. So right around a normal year for me. Um, Not bad. That's really really close to my average or my norm. And then the total number of deer that I saw for 2022 was 23. So that's a pretty good number. It's not great. I think I want to say it's a little bit better than the previous 2 years. So I felt really really good about that. I had a nice mix of hunting both public and private land. I hunted 3 different private properties this past fall, and I hunted 3 different public land tracks this past fall. So that's kind of a nice mix. I harvested one deer, just the one doe. I got it on film, and I felt like it was a really really good video. I felt really really good about that. That was up at CJ's place again. Thanks, CJ. Always appreciate you having me up there. I had one other opportunity on opening day. I missed a doe. That was a clean miss. So, I guess we'll shake off the rust and we'll accept that. As far as bucks, I saw 5 different bucks, and I'll say 2 of those were shooters. Well, 3 of those were shooters. The one I called in, I don't think I would have shot that one. He was a 1.5-year-old, not quite ready. But the other 3 were 2.5 or older, so they were mature bucks. With my limited opportunity and whatnot, anything that's got probably 110, 115, I'd go ahead and take a chance at it. But you don't always get an opportunity just because you see them. It doesn't mean you can get a shot. 2 of the bucks that I saw, it's funny, all 3 of them I didn't get on film. The first one was after I shot my doe, and it was about 200 yards away, and it started moving, and between the low light and the distance, and it's moving, I just couldn't get the camera to zoom and focus on it. I got the camera on it, but it was just blurry and out of focus. Had it been a little bit closer, I think I would have been good. There was still probably 5, 6, 7 minutes of daylight left, but with it being so far away, and kind of in a shaded area, I couldn't get footage of him. Another one came in right at less light, and I tried to get footage of them, and it just didn't come together. And then the last one, it was right in the peak of the rut, and he came trucking by me. Just by the time I even thought to get to the camera, he was a good 100 yards past me, and the tree line kind of blocked my view of him. So I was trying to call. I was when I first saw him, I was reaching for my calls to get him to try to react and hit the brakes and come my way, but he was trucking. So. And another interesting thing about 2022 is, I like to look at how many times did I go out and I didn't see any deer. And for 2022, that was 9 times. So half of my sits, I didn't see any deer at all. And that might feel like a lot, but my overall numbers for this year make me feel pretty good about the year. 3 of those sits where I didn't see any deer, the weather was nasty. 2 of those was up at CJ's place, and pretty much the whole day we had 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, and the deer just were not moving. And then one sit, it was kind of a breezy, rainy, sleety day that I really should not have gone out, and I did anyway just because I wanted to. So 3 of those sits, it was kind of like going in. I knew it was going to be a blank. So I mean that's deer hunting. You take the good with the bad, but overall, 1 deer harvested, meat in the freezer, 1 missed opportunity, and I really didn't get any mature bucks in range. So I'm really excited for the fall of 2023. I'm actually going to get out scouting quite a bit here in this in the off season. Funny enough, in Ohio, our archery season goes to February. It goes to the first Saturday in February, if you can believe that. So it's open here till February the 5th. But I just don't hunt late season much anymore. It gets really, really tough. There's no foliage, and if you get like snow and it melted, froze, it's crusty, it's super tough to get in on deer, especially public land. If you're going to be hiking in, it's just really, really tough. Not that you can't do it. I've harvested deer in the late season. It's just really, really tough, and so that I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, I can spend my time and energy and efforts elsewhere. But I'm going to explore some new areas. I've always kind of preferred to keep my chosen areas that I'll deer hunt to be about 30-40 minutes away. I'm going to expand that in 2023 to about 90 minutes away. I'm going to be a little bit more willing to travel a little bit further. I think I can get to and access some areas that have better populations, and I'm hoping that'll, if I do my homework and I scout well enough, I will be able to get a mature buck within range and have an opportunity. So I appreciate you watching, and just me sitting here rambling on with a bad cold. But as always, thanks for watching.